All right, welcome back to another episode of the Purified podcast. I completely messed up the intro up, Welcome back, trainers. Today is December 7th, 2025. I am your host, Luis Palacios, and my co-host, very tired co-host, Chris.
It's your boy. We're back at it again. It's been a fabulous week, and there are plenty of Pokemon games to play. And we're very excited to talk about Pokemon GO this week.
Go and serious, we're in the midst of a few things here and there since we're like, yeah, kind of like that, but it's kind of cool, It's like when we get the chance to talk about other series too, it's because we love this franchise way too much, to the point where it's actually taking over our lives. But you can be the Pokemon guy, or just be out there and talk about Pokemon. One of the two in the end of the day. But hey, Pokemon Go, it's a game that we love. We are actually going into our 6 years of doing this podcast now. Or about 2 months from now. It's going to be 2 years, or I'm sorry, 6 years. That's crazy. That is crazy. And we're not stopping. At least not anytime soon. Unless I just say this like, bro, I'm just too tired. I'm burned down. I'm going to go home. I'm just not going to do anything. Hey, we had a lot of changes in the last 6 years. That's for sure, ain't it, Chris?
Yeah, there's always something new going on with Pokemon. That's what I love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Pokemon in general and Pokemon Go in all in its glory all days. I mean, 6 years for us, 10 years for the game, 30 years in the franchise. We're basically going to be talking about 30-year Pokemon series once that comes out in about 2 months from now. So. Yeah. Which is going to be crazy. We're going to probably talk about maybe the next generation coming up and everything pretty soon. There's been a lot of talks in the internet, but hey, let's ground ourselves for a little bit longer before we get to that point and see how things go. But we are here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. This episode of the Purified podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community of supporters and our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. Wonderful other shows on the network, including Gotta Watch Them All, which has made their return after very many years, and all the other shows out there. So make sure you check them out. I can name them all, but trust me, I'll be here for a good minute. But yeah. So Chris, how about you let me know, how's your week been? It's been a good time. What you've been doing aside from sleeping?
Yeah. Work's gone really good. They needed me to switch to a different position where it's a higher position, so I got no problem with it. But other than that, nothing really too different in the personal life. My mom came over to help babysit the other day, so wife and I were able to get some sleep and were able to go to work without sweating too much about her. And for Pokemon Go, it's been pretty nice to run in the background this week. There hasn't been too much I've been hunting this week other than, the quest for Keldeo and stuff like that, right?
That's true.
So, yeah, other than that, just still trying to get those quests for leveling up, but yeah, it's been a nice take it easy week for me personally.
Yeah, so what level are you in Pokemon Go right now?
Currently 73.
Okay, so you're doing the walking.
It looks like I just need to do 50 more field research and leveling up the max moves, but I'm not stressed out about the max moves. The field research are going to take me way more time.
What about the walking?
It already has the walking, it looks like.
You finished all 200 kilometers?
Yeah.
Dang it, brother. It's like
Dude,
I can barely...
my job is constant walking.
Well, I guess that's the benefit of actually being able to like literally walk around the entirety of the place. I'm
Yeah.
definitely not there yet, but I finished all the other tasks. It's just basically just the walking that I'm missing. I'm at, well, if the game works. Okay, cool. 177 kilometers out of 200. So I'm basically there. I just need to do just a bit more.
Yeah, less than a week for sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking that if
I
everything
thought I
goes
would
well.
be another week, man. But
I thought so
I've
too.
been walking like crazy.
Yeah, when it comes down to the walking, it just depends on how you really portray where you go and things like that. I basically, I mean, aside, your job is all walking. Mine is I can walk maybe 3 feet before I have to sit down again and actually help clients and everything like that. So,
Yes.
so it's a lot of different. I do get a lot of drift depending on where I am, so it's not too bad. But still, I mean, it's like I could have been if I actually put the work in this weekend, which I didn't. I could have actually been even closer, or at that point be like, hey, I'm already level 74 and things like that. I could have started in the next progress that easily, but I was like, let's take this weekend off. When it comes down to the game, since we had Pokemon or Community Day recap, I did not feel like I wanted to play this weekend at all. I just did not. And even through the the Journey to Paldea event that we're having right now, which actually that ends, if I remember correctly. That ends in about another day, so maybe 2 days, 2 more days. When it comes down to it, we have Battle Week also this weekend, which ends in another day in 3 hours. So I mean that means you can finish those, and the Community Weekend event, which actually ends in about 44 minutes of now. But again, the desire to play for Community Day was not there. Like I could not imagine myself getting another 20 shinies of the same one that we had for the last year. And just mostly because the only one that I really skipped, and I want to say quote unquote skipped at Community Day, was the Flabebe one. Mostly because I wanted to do other things that weekend or that day or whatever. And I just did not feel like I needed to really have Flabebe at this point, especially since we had so many chances of getting it in the last year, maybe 2 years of this Pokemon being released as shiny, So
Yes.
aside from that, I really don't care. I really wasn't there. I mean, I let the Go Plus run through the 3 hours that had boosted shinies. And I'll just go over my shinies right now. And I got, out of the entire weekend, I got 5 shinies. 2 Palmneys, 1 Vanillite, 1 Flabebe White, and then a Quaxley. Quaxley was the only one for today because I was just running the Go Plus the entire time. And for Hundos, I don't think I got too many Hundos this weekend. I mean, I hatched another Sableye Hundo, so I mean that was that week, I guess. So I mean, when it comes down to a lot of different things, I just did not feel like I needed to. So I went ahead and got some things done around the house. I visited my parents. I was like, let's just forget about it. It's like if the Go Plus gets me shinies, the Go Plus will be me. So, what about you, Chris? What you got this week?
Yeah. It's been a pretty decent week. Nothing crazy, but yeah, I barely played the Community Day recap because we already played it. I wanted to go through and double check that I evolved everything that I wanted to evolve. But I neglected to do that. But that is fine. But yeah, let's talk about everything else. I believe it started with Cranidos Spotlight Hour. I was able to get 2 shiny Cranidos. One of them was a Go Plus. We take those. Next was a shiny Oshawott that was waiting for me in my parking spot at the apartment.
All right.
And then I Go Plus either one or both of these. I got a Hondo Talo and Eevee very close together. And then this morning, I got a shiny male Heracross. And then my shiny Community Day Pokemon, one of them was outside of the 2 to 5 hour window, and it was Shelmet.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Pick-a-Peck and an Orange Flower Flabebe. and that was for both days. I'm pretty sure I got them all today.
Yeah.
Yesterday I like barely played, and I was just making sure that I had the collection challenge,
Yep.
and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, that
But
basically was my goal plus catches the entire weekend. Just
yes,
get it those done, and that's it. That was what we can do. So
yes, yeah. And I was busy yesterday, so I can blame it on that. But today I was not very busy. It was just kind of rainy, I guess. But
yeah, the
I've
weather today
still
is
played
incredible.
in rain though.
Yeah, I mean, again, it didn't rain today for me, at least until just recently. I think it's kind of like drizzling right now. And when it comes down to just the everything else, it's just been normal. It's like, I don't know. This weekend it's definitely the weekend to just relax, do what you can. I didn't really want to use too many Pokeballs and Gray Balls and Ultra Balls anyways on anything else, because
Yeah.
next weekend is gonna be an interesting one for sure. And if anybody doesn't know, I am going to Miami, the Safari Zone's Miami this coming weekend. So that's going to be one of those days, or I'm sorry, one of those weekends where you really just want to do whatever you want. So
Send me invites.
I'll send you everything I can, brother. Just be online. That's all you can do.
I'll try.
Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be a fun weekend for sure. So we'll talk about that in like the next piece here and there, just because we'll just recap a few things. I think I'm gonna meet a few people from the community, from the network and everything. I think they're gonna be over there, so that's gonna be pretty fun. I just don't know where to start. I gotta look at the map, so, because it just says play in the Miami City. I'm like, okay, that's big enough as it is. It's like, where do you want me to go? It's like, so I'll check that. We'll check those things right here. But aside from that, again, I did my battles. I mean, my 10 battles for GBL, so I can get my Elite Charge TM or Fast TM. I don't know which one it was.
Want them boots.
And the boots, yeah. Which of snowy boots and all that stuff. Aside from that, the community also. I mean, some people went out to play the weekend. Some other people didn't really do much during the weekend. I think today a lot of people played, but I was like, okay, well. I'm with family, so I can't do anything. So yeah, that's cool. It is what it is. Then Journey to Paldea. I've been trying to get a Hundo necklet, but again, it's just if I get it, I get it. If not, then that is what it is, So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much on the recaps and everything else that we had this week. So let's move over to the news, or today's richest topics. So, not a lot of big things going on right now, but how about you let us know the second event of the season here?
Alrighty. I'll be honest. I thought we were having this event going on the other day with how much they were spawning.
Yeah.
But it says train and take on global challenges during the well-armed event, and I see some teasers here. For Dynamax, Hitmonlee, and Hitmonchan, and Clobbopus. Very, very cool. Well armed. Thursday, December 11th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, December 16th at 8 p.m. local time. Event bonuses: 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, and an increased chance to encounter shiny Dynamax Hitmonlee and shiny Dynamax Hitmonchan. I'm probably going to be hunting that Hitmonchan, honestly, because I don't think I have that shiny yet, but I have like 3 Hitmonlees.
There you go.
It's very weird. Next, global challenges. Global challenges will take place throughout the well-armed event. Work with trainers around the world to complete max battles. Once the challenge is complete, the following will be unlocked. Clobbopus, the Tantrum Pokemon, will make its Pokemon Go debut in the wild and in field research.
Okay, but that sounds pretty nice that they're allowing us to unlock the Pokemon to finally be in the wild instead of raids or eggs.
I do find it interesting that we gotta earn it, but I don't mind it as long as it's not, a one-day kind of thing for unlocking it. But we'll see. It says you might encounter Mindfu and Jingmo-O in the wild, both of which can be shiny. and then an increased candy and candy extra large from max battles. So I believe if we have the double catch candy and the increased candy and candy extra large from max battles, we should be getting a really good amount from max battles.
I agree.
If both of those are active.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure.
Yeah, let's get them candies.
Mm-hmm.
And then other than that, ooh, this is going to be good for the Keldeo research. Wild encounters may encounter event-themed Pokemon in the wild, including Poliwag, Machop, Makuhita, and more. You might even encounter Octillery, the lesser wanted octopus. I don't know. It's up to preference, I'm sure.
True, but we are in the midst, or at least whoever actually got to page 2 of the Keldeo Shiny quest. Now, we're still time gated. And by the way, let me actually, before we continue.
I know, I'm mad.
We are still time gated in this research. We need to catch a Pokemon on 15 different days, which basically means that for 15 days, we can only catch one of those Pokemons. However, part of the also research is to catch 100 water types and 100 fighting types. So this event lines up perfectly for us to be able to just go ahead and get that done, and by the time we get to the time gate, we should be able to move on pretty easily once that's done. Continue on, brother.
Yes. I do just want to mention that, water Pokemon are the most abundant in the game, but yeah, this is definitely going to help with that fighting type side. So very, very excited. Next is the field research tasks. So keep an eye out for the event-themed field research, and you can earn things such as fast TMs, charge TMs, and event-themed Pokemon, including Dynamax Hitmonlee and Dynamax Hitmonchan. Last time they did this, I believe it was with Duraludon, and
you had to win like
X amount of 3 max battles.
Yeah. This one might be easier than that, just because Duraludon was a shiny release at the same time. So
yes, like a 800 MP per battle too. So I don't think Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are going to be like that. Hopefully, it's just a 400.
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't sound bad. And then I'm pretty sure that Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, they're going to either be 2 stars, pretty easily beatable. So
yeah, I don't expect them to be too bad with all the different psychic Pokemon and flying Pokemon they've given us.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to that. The paid timed research for $1.99 or the equivalent
$1.
$1 in your equivalent pricing tier in the local currency. You'll be able to access event-themed timed research, event access, exclusive timed research, if you will. And the timed research rewards include the following: 6 rare candies, 3 rare candy extra large. That's interesting. 1,600 max particles, and more. Seems kind of lackluster. To be honest, in my opinion, I think you're mostly paying for those max particles.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's up to you guys, because that's basically two of those particle. Oh my gosh, those particle packs, right?
Yeah, no, it's not as bad. For $1.99, it's a really good discount on that point, and of course, you do get the Candy XL and everything else that you think so. Which, you can just do maybe 2 max battles and you get that currency anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're also selling the Well-Armed Ultra Ticket Box for $1.99 and on the web store. And it includes the event ticket and 2 max revives and 2 max potions. And I was trying to see if that was what the paid timed research was above it. But I don't see it named that.
Yeah, again, it's if you want to enhance your experience to the event, just buy it. It's fine. Especially because the max particles don't come that easily for the last few days and things like that. So
no, yeah, especially with like 73 to 74, you're definitely going to need all the max particles.
Yeah, unless you have stations, some centers to power up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, yeah, it's not a bad event. Again, I think that I'm more useful for us to be able to actually get our Keldeo quest completed at that point. So aside from that, I mean, Callables, it seems pretty cool. I know that evolution is pretty good in some PvP, but I just heard here and there, and that's all really there is to that. Remember, we do have to complete the global challenge to be able to unlock it. So they're giving us a pretty decentable size event between a Thursday to Tuesday or something like that, or Monday, and to be able to unlock the whole thing and then be able to actually get to that point, which. The Pokemon GO community is wild. So the moment that starts, everybody's gonna be like, "Let's do this," like, and we'll get it unlocked pretty easily in that regard.
Yeah, it is nice unlocking a new Pokemon in the Pokédex.
Yeah, definitely. But that's not the last news of the day. We are actually going to coming back to the big boy. The big boy is here. The biggest of boys. With the tree. And some fruit. But Gigantamax Snorlax returns for the end of the year Max Battle Day. This is happening on Sunday, December 14th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, which I'll actually be in Miami during the time that this is happening. So that's definitely going to be something that we'll do while we are out and about walking and shiny hunting and everything. We'll probably try to hit up a couple of community meetups if we actually find one. However, Gigantamax Snorlax is the featured Pokemon. Of course, if you're lucky, you get a shiny one. That is one of the shiny Gigantamax I don't have. I remember when it first came out, the catch circle was horrendous. So it was like the glitches card chicken where you actually had to like launch it from like the smallest little part on the left or the right, depending on how it goes, and they just flick your finger like that, and then just like basically like a little like flick right there into that, and the ball just like launched into like the Snorlax or something. I remember that. Like, whoever did an excellent throw when that glitch was happening, I commend you, because it's like it's crazy. Anyways, the following features, of course, is a similar of any Max Battle Days. Max Battle Collection will increase to 1,600. All Power Spots will host the Gigantamax battles. Power Spots refresh more frequently. 8 times Max Particles for Power Spots. 2 times additional special trays. So basically, I mean, it is on Sunday. Do we get trade day today? We don't got any trade days anymore, right?
I always want to check that, but
I checked the game just now, and we're gonna have a trade day this Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't notice it in the today view. Or whatever.
Yeah, so we don't have trade days anymore. That's probably one of the benefits of last season. So that's a different story.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So we do get 2 additional special trades. Plus, if you're in Miami, that's a different story, or in the other Safari zones. December 13 from 5 p.m. to 14, daily remote rate limit will increase from 10 to 20. Of course, the following bonuses will be active on the 14th from 12 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time, 2 times max particles from exploring, and then 1/4 adventure distance from receiving max particles. So basically, you can just get pretty easy particles then. We will have a time research will allow you to encounter a Pokemon that's a strong contender against battles against Snorlax. This will also award you candy and max particles. I'm actually interested of which Pokemon it is. Oh, it is Dynamax matchup. Never mind. I was like, I thought they were actually not going to say anything about that. This also will help you. I mean, if you do the event is happening the same weekend as this, so which we just talked about. World Arm event. It's like. You also get your $4.99, the $5 ticket that you can get. If you do, you get the time research that we call your Max Mushroom, and 25,000 experience will also allow you to get 2 times experience from Max Battles. A Max Particle collection will increase to 5,600 during the time. The RSVP planner with Gigantamax Battles is also helpful if you want to look into just doing some remotes here and there, or just coordinate with the community. The web store will have the ability to buy the time research and everything, but the bonus of a premium battle pass, which is also pretty good. I kind of wish they actually put a remote pass for this, if it seems a little bit better. At least you'll be paying for the remote pass, so that's pretty nice. And then Max Mushrooms, of course, all the shabam when it comes down to that. So, are you excited to see Snorlax again, Chris?
Definitely excited for another shiny hunt on him.
Mm-hmm.
He is definitely one of the shinies that I enjoy. I mean, pretty much all of the shiny Gigantamax are pretty cool looking, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely find what people like about, the shiny megas or, uh, the regular shinies, and they definitely expand on that. Uh, the reason I say that is like Gengar, because Gengar keeps his white from the mega, which I really like.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. So I'm gonna show you, the max Pokemons that I have shinies. I do have two shiny Gengars, one Lapras. It's not, the Lapras that I gave you away, but still.
Yeah.
I do have Charizard and Venusaur. I'm still missing Blastoise. I have a Kingler and a Gardevoir, which is actually pretty cool. And the Grimmslark, which I got during the Go battle, or I'm sorry, the Go Wild area. So not a bad haul so far. I mean, I know I'm missing a few. I'm missing Machamp. I'm missing the Eevees. I'm missing, well, Eevees not really Gigantamax yet, but I'm also missing a lot of legendary shinies. So in the end of the day, it's just a matter of like, will I do it? Yes. Do I want the shiny? Yes. Do I get a hundo? Hopefully. Will I stress enough to get it? Hopefully not, but it is what it is. I'll be out and about with the entire community in Miami during the time of Max Battle, so I'll definitely be doing as many as I can see at the time. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. That's pretty much it on that. I mean, after that, we actually don't have any more Pokemon Go news. Just because of things. We're actually... There's a lot of things happening pretty soon. That's all I'm going to say when it comes down to it. Look out for, hopefully, the next week's podcast. I should be good to podcast on Monday next week, if everything goes well.
Okay. Yeah, I think that works good with me. I think I might actually have needed that.
Cool. Yeah, because, I mean, I'll be back on Monday after Miami, so I definitely won't be ready for a Sunday. So I'm sorry for anybody listening that you won't actually hear our reactions to the biggest news probably when it comes down, but we'll see how it goes.
Maybe a snippet on Twitter.
Anyways, yeah, just follow our Twitter. That's all it is to it. All right, cool. So I want to talk real quick because I don't know. Have you noticed that this entire weekend the game has been extremely laggy?
I mean, I've noticed the game has been just kind of taking an extra, few milliseconds. Ever since it updated, it feels like.
I don't feel like that's milliseconds, brother. I can tell you this much.
I'm saying milliseconds to make myself feel better. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of been doing that for like a little while for me at least. But I don't know if it's just me.
Well, I'll say this now. Since the start of Friday, now I thought that it was just a connection issue with my internet because I lost power around like Thursday night to Friday morning or something like that, and my internet was out for like the entirety of the day. I remember waking up early and then opening the game, and I was like, "Why is this taking so long?" It's like, okay, so I'll take it off of Wi-Fi, do it from regular, and it was still slow. So through the entirety of this weekend, and I have no idea why. Every time I open the game, it takes an extra maybe 2 or 3 seconds. That's just to open the game, and then when I'm in the map, the game is loading, and I'm just like, okay, I don't have my weather, I don't have the Pokemon spawning, my body's not out, and like taking at least a good maybe 5-7 more seconds before everything starts populating again, and I can't do anything in the game. Like I couldn't click on a Pokemon. And when I went out to get maybe, a Pokestop here and there for my streaks and everything, the game wasn't recognized that I was spinning the stop manually. My Gold Plus was taking forever to actually catch Pokemons. The rocker battles were taking a second or two to actually load. And then after that, then they're making the new mechanic, I think, through the rockets, which, has more animation and all that stuff. Not in the Go Battle League, just in the rocket stuff itself. I don't know. It's just my momentum when it came down to this weekend was very slow. I could quit catch. I could do a lot of other things, but even opening my friends list was taking seconds. And then by the time for me to actually send the gift, I was like, can you let me send my gift? That like I do quick gifting sometimes, and get things done, and then all of that, and I just it doesn't feel like I could do anything. So I was like, what exactly is going on here? So I refreshed the game. I downloaded all the assets.
That's
I was like,
exactly what I'm doing right now.
yeah, I did all of that, and I still seemed like it was taking forever for things to load. So this afternoon, while I was at my parents', all I said, I was like, F it, let me erase the game from my phone and then re-download it again and see maybe that works. It's like maybe we just needed a refresh after being online for 9 years and a half. It's like, which to be told, within that 9 years, I logged out, I logged back in, but the game has never really left my phone until just today. It like never really deleted the game until just recently, which, call the masses. I deleted the game once, it's like, that's the new thumbnail, was like, so overall, I felt like the game has been very, very slowly and laggy and everything. My claiming, even research claiming was weird because it was taking a couple of seconds. I was like, it wouldn't take me to the encounter, and then either it goes into the stack of Pokemon that I have or something like that. Honestly, I was getting really annoying with the game, so I'm kind of glad that I actually took the weekend to not really play the game, just like have it open every now and then and do my own thing here and there. But it was just so weird to feel that the game was super slow. And now it's actually, a little more faster. I think it was like right after Community Day, the whole 2 to 5 ended, where the game actually felt smoother again. And even then, I don't know if it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. Like, let me go ahead and just restart the game here for you guys, and then just see if it actually does some, like, what I was thinking. Like, I don't think it's doing that anymore, but now it was just like this weekend. Now it's loading pretty fast through Wi-Fi, and then the game has loaded. I mean, I see the whole weather. I see the Pokemons. Well, I mean, any Pokemons that I already caught anyways. I'm going to my encounters and research, and it's loading pretty fast. I'm still seeing the little boulder here and there, but I don't know. Let me go into my friends list. I know that I'm just ranting on at this point when it comes down to it, but it was just I was like, why is the game just like not letting me play this? Like, I want to just play the game. Like, why are you doing this to me? I don't know. It just, if they're trying something cool, but can you at least open my gifts later? It's like it's not like notification pop though. But yeah, that's my only rant when I got with this game. I don't know if it's hopefully Niantic or Scopely, whoever is in charge at this point, because I have no idea. Can you please just make sure that it doesn't happen when I'm in Miami next weekend? Because if not, I'm gonna throw my phone into the water.
Hopefully they were just pushing something and it runs nice and smooth for you before next week. Right now, I'm honestly kind of impressed with how it's working.
Okay, well, I mean, by the time anybody hears my rant at this point,
notice what you're talking about. Though.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like whoever is actually noticing this by the time you actually listen to this podcast, which hopefully will be out before I actually leave to Miami, it's gonna be pretty much already probably fixed. But it was just like I was like so frustrated the entire weekend of how things went. So. All right, enough about that. We don't have much more to talk about, so we'll get into a new segment. I still need to find a name for this segment, mostly because it's brand new. So we're going to talk main series and other series games, or in any other side game that we have out there, because we love other games too when it comes down to Pokemon. And we talked about this last time, and now it's inspiration. If you want us to talk PvP, send us an email and we'll talk PvP. But if not, let's just get into it. So real quick, if you are playing Legend CA, the game has its DLC coming down so this is 7, right?
Yes.
So in coming out in 3 more days, the DLC comes out, which is great. That means I get a little bit of time to actually expend the time to play the DLC. I don't know if I'll stream it, just because it's a little late in the weekend, or closer to the weekend, I guess I should say. But yeah, new megas are gonna come out pretty soon. I mean, we actually talked about this whole thing, but there's been a new mega finally revealed. Chris, are you ready to see this video if you want to click on it?
Yeah, I don't actually think I've seen this one yet.
Let me just make sure that our video guys can see it. I'm just gonna make it big for you guys. We're gonna start the video in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here, like, his face is already, hello. He saw the title. No worry.
Yes. Yeah, I saw people making jokes about a different Pokemon getting a Z.
Yeah. So there is the battle royale thing that we're playing in the game right now, and 4 Pokemons here and there, and there's 2 Lucarios. One is already Mega. The second one is Mega evolving right now.
It kind of look. Ooh.
Mega Lucario C.
Miku.
I was about to say that. It's like Hatsune Miku.
Reminds me of Lopunny and Zoroark, the Hisuian one.
Yeah. Kind of looks like a little bit, but a lot of people were just saying it looks like Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
Now, some pointers when it comes down to this brand new Pokemon, of course, they're talking that the DLC comes out, all these things. Okay, we can pause that video because we definitely don't need to see all of that. When it comes down to the official information about Lucario, I don't really know if actually there is any. I think there's in the website thing. Let me actually see if I can find it. On Lucario C News. Let's see if maybe they... Yeah, so they have information about it. Let me just go ahead and put it for our videos here. So Mega Lucario C develops in Pokemon Legends CA Mega Dimensions. Some notable information about Lucario. It says that when Mega Lucario concentrates its aura into a destructive force, Mega Lucario C uses it to surround its entire body, cloaking itself to increase its defense, flexibility, and agility. It can utilize its aura in various ways, including strengthening into a shield or channel it into physical blows by concentrating it into specific parts of the body, such as its legs or fists. Like Mega Lucario C is a fighting and steel type, so it is not changing typing, which a lot of other Pokemon usually do, so that's actually pretty interesting that they don't. Mostly because it does feel like he's also a psychic type, so it could be a fighting psychic if you want it to be. But losing his steel typing could make it very weak at that point.
I will say it would be kind of annoying to have it switch to fighting psychic only because we have Mega Medicham.
Yeah, that's true. And at that point, Mega Medicham is just like, okay, peace out. I'm never here again. It's like I'm forever never going to ever be part of this game ever again. Oh man, but yeah, so it's cool. That means that more Pokemons are most likely going to have C reveals pretty soon in the future. Most likely in the next few days, once we're actually about to go into this DLC, which is cool. I don't know if I want like a returning Pokemon to have another one, just like the whole X and Y, deal.
I see people joking that Charizard is going to have a Mega Z.
Oh God, please don't. It's like
they keep joking it, and I'm like, no, it does not need 3 Megas.
No, I don't. Please, no. Pokemon Company, I beg you. I understand Charizard is your biggest seller, but no, just don't do this to us. Just give us something newer. But some Pokemon will still have its reveal when it comes down to the whole thing, so it's not that bad. Which that means that I gotta find another Lucario to Mega Evolve. So, especially for the Hundos in Pokemon GO. So that's pretty cool.
Well, you can Mega Evolve the same one.
True.
To both.
Like, unless we really have, like, I understand, we do have X and Y in Pokemon GO right now. We definitely have all the Megas aside from, the ones from the new game. Aside from Mewtwo too, it's one of those. And hopefully they'll make some kind of changes to the whole mechanic eventually that will allow us to do interesting things when it comes down to Megas. That will allow, of course, Megas Pokemon C's to really shine into its possibilities. But we have to see how really the C factor implements into the main series and even Pokemon GO in general. So I'm happy to see new things. I'm just hopeful that it's not like returning Pokemons at that point, and they'll have like double the Megas at this point, which would be incredible if it does. But anyways,
Yeah, it's cool if they change a lot with it. I'm gonna have to see how Lucario grows on me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Lucario fans are just going bananas at this point, but that's just them, and a few of the community too. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, so that's that on the main series. Of course, we are going to be playing, or at least I am going to be playing the CA DLC when it comes out. Chris is probably gonna get it for Christmas eventually, but you know that's how it is.
Maybe I gotta see a good deal.
It's a good deal. That's true. And then the other game that we're just basically in love with right now, Pokemon TCG Pocket, which is the mini pocket game. Which I'm kind of glad that I actually started that game as soon as it came out because I really wanted to collect everything.
Yes.
So even though it is a little expensive if you are doing things, there's been a few changes. Not really. I mean, ranking finally came out for this the B series, so it's actually pretty cool. So now you can compete with your Mega Blaziken, Mega Gyarados, and Mega Altaria, and make waves into the future of the game. And then, of course, I think ranking also got a little bit better. So you can get to Master League or to the Master Ball pretty easily now, or at least in some ways. I mean, you still got to win, quite a bit of battles. But I think they lower the amount of points that you need to get to Master because I'm seeing a lot of people just get that pretty quickly. Okay. So I'll be doing the battles. I have a few decks that I'm working on or using right now. But, I just doing whatever net decking that's out there, and it just follow some leads from YouTubers and all that stuff, which I like to follow the competitive scene when I can, and then just use some weird decks every now and then. There is also, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but there's like a hidden feature in the Wonder Picks, and this is the ability to actually see rare 2-start and 1-start Wonder Picks out of the ones that you don't have. So we have known a bit information about this, about how you can really trigger. This is called the 24-hour Wonder Pick. Basically, usually Wonder Picks are only about 3 hours when they populate into your game. And they're like, okay, that's pretty cool. But then there is this 24-hour one that will allow you to actually see a card that you don't have in your inventory. This is only happening with the B series. It doesn't happen with any other series out there. How do you trigger this 24-hour Wonder Pick is the question. First and foremost, you gotta complete the main diamond set. So basically all the commons and commons, and all the 4-star diamonds and all that stuff. So basically all the like EXs and things like that. As long as you complete all of that, the 24-hour Wonder Pick will begin to appear. Now, if you really want to force a good Wonder Pick to actually a good 24-hour Wonder Pick, you can complete the gold star, the 1-star gold star full arts set, which is the full arts, the ones that you can basically get a little bit. It's less rarer than the 2-stars and everything. If you do complete that too, you are able to force your 24-hour Wonder Pick to be a 2-star variant, or even God Packs variants, which has been incredibly fun to actually look into. The components of how it triggers also is also interesting. It looks like the moment you are able to get a 24-hour Wonder Pick, it will actually set for the next day. So let's say, I think the game on our time, Eastern time, resets about 1 a.m. During the time of, let's say, if something happens in the game or something refreshes, like a brand new day where you can get your streaks done and everything like that. Mm-hmm. It's 1 a.m. for us here in Eastern time. If you, let's say, open the game during that time, it is possible to get your 24-hour Wonder Pick at the time that you open the game. So it will start the countdown of the 24-hour as soon as you open the game and go to the Wonder Picks, which is cool. And then you'll see, of course, whatever you get. Now, to be able to get another 24-hour Wonder Pick, you have to let that one expire completely first. And then if you're lucky enough to open the game basically at the same time that you're open the game at that time, so 1 a.m. this time around, you can get another one. However, it can also, and unfortunately, it can also take an extra day to populate. So you can go to day 2 without a 24-hour wonder pick. You can go at day 3 to do one, and then it'll just reset again. I had times where it takes 48 hours for another wonder pick to happen, and then I had times where a wonder pick actually happens as soon as I open the game on the time that you do. So I've been kind of interesting. There were times that I waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was opening the game, I did that, and then by the time I did the next wonder pick, it was already ready for the next one. There were times where the 48 hours were going through, and then I finally got another one. My first 24-hour wonder pick was actually a God Pack wonder pick. It was 2 stars like that. The rainbow, what's the evolution? I can't remember right now.
What color?
Wish it's a prominent Pokemon even in PvP. I don't remember. It was like Wish. No, it wasn't. I can't remember the name of it. Let me just look.
It wasn't Jellicent, was it?
No. The rainbows of this set are Tauros, Hitmonchan EX. I think Jolteon EX is also one. Let me just go to the card because I remember just wonder picking at this point because I was just like I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, the rainbows are gorgeous in this game.
There is, yeah, they're pretty amazing.
Like this is how rainbows should have been in
Whimsicott. It was Whimsicott EX Rainbow that I was able to get. And then after that, my last 24 hours wonder picks have been mostly either Tauros. I've seen a couple of the Rainbow Tauros, which I don't know why that's like the only one that I've been seeing. I did see a Melton EX, a Greninja EX Rainbow. So mostly the Rainbow ones have been appearing for me. I had seen a 2-star Dragalge EX. Let's see, what else did I see? I saw the Rainbow Dragalge EX. So there's been a lot of rainbows actually, more than anything. Let me see if there was another. I did see a May at one point, and the only one that I actually got it out of the entirety of things was just the Whimsicott. Everything else I haven't been able to really grab the one to pick because I never picked the right place. So
yeah.
So it's still fun. I do have my all my immersives, which is my goal, one of the goals of the game. I wish I could give you one, but I don't. Actually, I think I only have one of each right now.
You are good.
I got a few shinies. I still have, and I hate this the most, 3 Clefcleese gold cards. Which I wish I can actually just go ahead. I have actually 3 Tapu Koko EXs shinies. I don't know if you want one.
I think that is either one I have 1 of or 2 of. I know I have 1.
Yeah, I said it's been pretty fun to actually collect those things. I do have quite a bit of regular 2-star full arts, pretty cool. I kind of want the Blaziken one, which is actually pretty cool. I have about 3 trainer full arts, one of them being in Japanese, just because I can.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah. Wait, you can keep it in Japanese?
Yeah, well, you can keep it in Japanese when you're in battles. I mean, it turns into English, but yeah, you can. Let me show you actually something real quick. Right here, I'm actually showing my Japanese one, but if you go to the little world up there where it says 1, you can actually switch and see if you have any of the other ones from other regions. So you can get an English one, Spanish one, French, Germany, and everything. So it's kind of cool. I have a couple of quote unquote friends from the game in Japan, so I kind of want to pick them every now and then.
Yeah, that's cool until somebody tells you don't have 100% thing because you don't have a Japanese, a German, a French.
Oh my god! Can you imagine how much money you need to actually even try to get to that point? Is like, I wouldn't be able to imagine collecting.
I don't want to think about it.
One of each worldwide ones. I'm like, hell no. It's like. Just like open make a second account and just dump money into it just by putting it in the region if you want to. It's like every time a new set, it's like, okay, I got 5 accounts. Let's do this. Let's put money. I'm like, no, don't even try me. But yeah, aside from that, do you have any other games you want to talk about, Chris?
Any
other main series?
Not if really. it's just that Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Go
Oh,
are
yeah,
the
Pokemon
ones
Sleep.
I kind of cycle between.
Mm.
And obviously, Pure Lighter also does Sleep It Off. So for all your Pokemon Sleep in depth, that is definitely where you want to go. But yeah, other than that, like there's not too much going on.
Yeah, if you want to talk about Pokemon Sleep, just check out my other podcast, Well, Sleep It Off, which we talk all things Pokemon Sleep. And that's definitely because Justin and I, we are just crazy to talk about 2 podcasts at this point. But you know what it is. With that, yeah, I think with that being said, I believe we can call it a night, Chris. I think so too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, time to take another nap while you're at it. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, everybody. We really do appreciate it. You can follow our socials, of course, Pure Letter Go, Pokemon Trigger, please. I'll say it this time. PKMN Trigger, please, with the C at the end. Purified podcast for anything Pokemon Go related news. I do post a lot of Pokemon proper news too, so make sure you check that out. Follow our, any of the podcast services fees. We are in Apple Podcasts and of course Spotify. For video viewers, you can actually check Spotify and do commenting there, so that'd be amazing if you do. Email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com if you really want to talk about your day, catches, anything. We would love to shout you in our network here, or even in the podcast itself. I mean, just let me know. And then of course you can join our Patreon exclusive Discord for as little as $1 a month. With that being said, Chris, how about you take us away for the night?
Alrighty. It's been a fabulous week. We're looking forward to catching you guys next week. It's been nice and chill, and yeah, we're looking forward to see you guys right then for next week. So get your rest now, get your Pokemon space ready, and yeah, we'll all enjoy all the different events going on in Pokemon Go this week. So peace out. See you guys then.
Keep purifying, then, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.